Hi there, good morning. It is yet another stirring moment to have you on the screens of GH Police Television. It is June 12, 2026, and you are welcome to the camouflaged Friday edition of the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television, your ultimate morning companion for a secure and vibrant day ahead. I'm Sergeant Yao Boaite Boatin, your host, bringing you the pulse of safety live from the studios of GH Police Television right inside the National Police Headquarters. Now, this show is streaming live on all our social media platforms, particularly on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, on X. Let's get dialogic, let's get mutually active. Send us your questions, your comments, your thoughts, your observations, and we will do well and read them out to you again. We are also available on the digital satellite channel, DSTV channel 362. Now, joining me this morning as my co-host is the halcyon policewoman, Sergeant Teresa Ado. Good morning, Teresa.
Good morning, Sergeant Boaite.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Yourself?
I'm also doing fantastic.
Very good.
Usually when it gets to Friday, the feeling is extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Because after a very stodgy week from Monday to Friday, we have just a couple of hours to usher ourselves into the weekend.
Sure.
And so when it gets to weekend, someone will say that every advice, every admonishment should be put on hold. When we resume on Friday, on Monday,
it's a weekend, yes.
Exactly. When we resume on Monday, you come back with your advice.
Definitely.
Yeah. So for now, officially, every admonishment, every advice should be put on hold because we are a few hours away from entering into the weekend.
Sure.
Now, today on Friday, our Muslim brothers will be heading to the mosque for their prayers.
Right.
And so we want to use this platform and then send Happy Juma Mubarak to all Muslims who watch us on this platform, especially to the National Zabarama Youth Ambassador, Alhaji Muhammad Al-Hassan. Right. Happy Juma Mubarak to you. And then every other Muslim who is also a viewer on GH Police TV.
Yeah.
Again, today, all road leads to the Accra or Greater Accra Regional Headquarters because today they are having the 2025 WASA. Yes, we've said that WASA is a platform for police officers particularly to come together, bond, reflect on the year's achievement and then work. So we unwind, relax, and then have time. You understand? Yes, we are not yet informed or told the artists that will be gracing the occasion today, but then as and when their names pop up, we'll let our viewers know. But then right after the show,
do you have a special artist you want to be the honor?
Yes, since we are on the land of the Gamashi, I would prefer we have the likes of Nifani, Gasmela for the Azonto dance,
Okay.
Yeah, for the Sokpo dance, you understand?
Sokpo dance, which is your favorite?
Exactly, So that is what I'm craving for.
Right.
So I'm praying that the committee should do well and then bring those people on board. But then, our very own Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Kofi Sapon, will be live to feature, give us some dancing skills on Andoa and then all of that.
Very much.
You can't afford to, sit down without shaking your body when Kofi Sapon is performing.
He's always giving some form of energy.
I know,
it's a different vibe whenever he's on stage. So,
exactly.
Yes, I'm sure viewers should also be ready to tune in their, channels to GH Police TV when it's time.
Yeah.
We'll definitely give them the time.
Yes, so we'll give them a live transmission as well on the same platform. Yes, so we are ready to kickstart your day safely. Today is Friday. The energy is different. It is a different feeling now because we are ushering ourselves into the weekend. But as we usually do on this platform, whether you are thinking about, navigating your way around because of a heavy vehicular traffic that you are anticipating on your stretch, or you are planning your weekend from today, we've got you covered. And so we'll start off with our traffic updates. My colleague, Sergeant Yusuf Brahma, will be bringing us some live happenings earlier today when he visited a particular traffic intersection. He's back with us in the studios. When it's time, we'll bring him on board. We also have police today, where we'll get in with police-related stories that are shaping our communities. Our brothers, our colleagues here at the Public Affairs Directorate are also ready, seated with us in the studios. They'll bring us what we need to do over the previous 24 hours. Also cross over to the police hospital, where we'll be bringing you your essential health tips, which is very pivotal to your health development as a human being. And so our medical experts are on standby. When it's time, we'll bring you a presentation on a particular health subject. And then with our big conversation today, Sergeant Tess, before we began the show, we were having some backstage discussion that jaundice in children, which we usually term it as neonatal jaundice, is something that is so prevalent and pertinent within our society of late.
So.
And so we'll be having a pediatrician from the police hospital to join us. Let us know what really causes that, and then possible preventive measures that can be put in place to avert or forestall. Newborn babies having this particular medical condition. Typically, the symptoms that it comes along with, you have that kind of yellowish eye or the skin, you know. But then it happens for both new babies and then in adults. And so when we receive the expert or the specialist, I believe she's going to delve deeper into it and then tell us what it really entails. And so with our big conversation today, we'll be featuring a pediatrician from the police hospital who will join us to speak to us about jaundice, particularly in newborn babies. Also take time and then celebrate police officers, other officers from other state security agencies, and then their loved ones during the birthday segment, where we celebrate in their incredible journey. We are still in the month of June. So if you know you're a police officer, you have any loved one, you're either a prisons officer, Ghana Armed Forces, military, Navy, Air Force, immigration, customs, whichever security agency you belong to, do send us your picture, your message at least a day before. We will take time and celebrate with you. And then I think we also have some development when it comes to sports. This one is very brief because we've said that most of the sporting disciplines have, come to an end with their competitions or their tournament because the World Cup has officially started. Yesterday, starting test. During the first game of the tournament in Mexico, the Mexicans came up against the South Africans. And it was 2-0 in favor of Mexico. Last night, I think it was midnight, 2 a.m., South Korea against Czech Republic. And then the Koreans also came back after they were 1-0 down to win by 2-1. Yes, so the tournament is on fire, it's on heat. They are not joking.
I'm sure it has started on the ground note. So yes, every team should be, prepared.
Exactly. You don't underestimate anybody.
Exactly. On the field of play, you can never tell what will happen.
Exactly. Right. So that is it. We are going for our first break on the show. When we resume, we'll keep the ship sailing. Remember, a safe start leads to a great day. Stay on. We'll be right back. For staying with us, it is still the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television. This is where you stay informed, you stay ahead, you stay safe. Very soon we'll be diving in right with our traffic updates. As I mentioned earlier, my colleague Sergeant Tusi Brahma is back with me in the studios from the Achimota overhead on the Insaom Road. But before that, let me send this good morning to this endearing policewoman who work at the typing pool of the police hospital. Policewoman Chief Inspector, Madam Dora Kisi Abuaje, Policewoman Chief Inspector, Madam Belinda Asari, and then Policewoman Inspector Asana. All these endearing policewomen work at the typing pool at the police hospital. They are also dedicated and staunch viewers of GH Police Television, currently tuned in, watching us live. And so big shout outs going out to you, Policewoman Chief Inspector Dora Kisi Abuaje, Policewoman Chief Inspector Belinda Asari, Policewoman Inspector Asana. Big shout outs to you, we love you, and we are so grateful for the support and your advice. Again, another big shout outs going out to our very own sister Constance Asantua at the Public Affairs Unit of the same facility. Good morning, Sergeant Brahma.
Good morning, man.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm also doing fantastic. It's on Friday.
Yes, I know you love your Fridays.
The feeling is extraordinary.
There's also a wasa.
I tell you.
So free food for police.
I tell you. And we have a king when it comes to free food here at the Public Affairs.
Of course.
Sergeant John Sawe Amam.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so once we are done with the morning show, we are moving every equipment, every device straight to the original headquarters.
Of course.
Just to party and have time.
Of course.
After I had this work, man must enjoy. You understand? After waiting.
Life. Man must enjoy small.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Yes, I also got what you wanted.
Yeah.
So you're happy now.
I'm so excited. I predicted a win for Mexico. And even yesterday, I was even praying for more goals. But yesterday, in the first half, the Mexicans could have been almost 4 or 5 goals up. you know.
But you think that when they return from the second half, I think that I don't know whether they had lost.
I think they had
or they were feeling a bit pity for the opponents.
They don't want to disgrace them.
At least they needed 3 points, and that is what they got.
That's the most important thing. And they didn't concede as well.
Oh yes. All right, so you got what you wanted. Let's see when Ghana meet Panama, you also get what you want. All right, so good morning and welcome to today's traffic update on your Safe Side Show with me, Sergeant Yusuf Brahma. But before we get into the traffic update, a very happy birthday to you, Philip Nana K. Kwachi Jr. You are a police child, so this is a special birthday wish for you. This is from your father, Lance Corporal Kwachi Philip of the Accra Central MTTD, and also your mother, Yeboah Faustina of the Sunyani, PW Lance Corporal Yeboah Faustina of the Sunyani District Headquarters. So their message is that may the good Lord guide your ways and then make you great. So that is to you, Philip Nanaki Kwachi Jr. from your father and then your mom, who are all police officers. So we also wish you your own child. So all the best to you as you celebrate your 2 years birthday today, Philip Nanaki Kwachi Jr. Do enjoy your day. So let's get into the traffic update. So we are starting from the traffic situation around the National Police Headquarters. So from the Dankwa Circle to the fire service traffic light, there's a bit of traffic there. But then we have deployed enough officers there to ensure that you move around easily without any major issue. But from the fire service to Kwame Nkrumah Circle, the traffic situation is normal. So you find your way through easily without any trouble at all. Now, just as my brother said, we are just returning from the Nsawam Road, where there's a development, a traffic development that you should know so that you know how to drive around that area if you're coming to work or you're also having any business to do around the Nsawam Road this morning or even later in the day. So producer, can you let viewers know exactly what is transpiring at the Nsawam Road, especially specifically at the Achimota overhead? So just as you can see on your screens, that is the traffic situation at the Achimota overhead on the Nsawam Road. Just as you can see, a portion of the road is flooded because, of some issues that are on the road. So, authorities have, been able to go to the scene and then they are trying to fix it. So as you can see, there are chippings that have been poured on the road to ensure that they are able to fix the place so that you find your way easily. So I beg you, if you are coming from Achimota, you are coming from Mount 7 or all the other areas, and then you are using the Achimota overhead, this is the traffic situation there. You will not be ideally be able to use the entire 3 lanes because just as you can see, about 2 sections of the road is flooded. So they are trying to fix it with the chippings that have been poured on the road. So you will not be able to get access to all the 3 lanes that you are supposed to get there. But then officers have been deployed there, just as you can see on your screen. Chief Inspector Prince Osei and then PW Chief Inspector Martha Jesiwa have all been deployed there to ensure that at least they could direct you and then let you know what exactly you have to do to have a free movement from that section of the road. And also, just as you can see, it has affected the traffic that is coming from the Achimota overhead there all the way exiting the N1 who are intending to join the Nsawam Road. Just as you can see, it has affected the traffic that is coming from that section of the road all the way from the N1 coming to join on the Nsawam Road. So please, when you're moving around that area this morning, please note there's a bit of traffic there, so you have to be able to slow down and then obey the directives that will be given by the officers there. So as advice and then alternative for you so that you won't fall into this traffic that is building up on that stretch. If you are from Ofanko, you can exit and then find your way through Ablikuma and all those areas so that you can avoid the traffic on that section of the road. And then if you are also at Mount 7, you can also use Tabora Alaji section of the road as well, and then find your way to join somewhere at Abekan La Paz, that area, before you get your way through Kwame Nkrumah Circle, in order to avoid getting into this traffic that is building up because of the incidents that has happened on the Nsawam Road. So that is the traffic situation on the Nsawam Road as you have seen on your screen. There's a bit of traffic on the entire stretch because of the issue that is there. Because of the rains, sections of the road is flooded, and because of that, authorities have poured chippings in an attempt to fix the road, which is affecting the movement of vehicles on that section of the road. So please kindly slow down, because you wouldn't be able to drive, on the normal speed that you're dealing, you would have expected or you would have wished to drive on that section of the road. So please slow down and obey the instructions that will be given by the officers who have been deployed on that section of the road. Kudos to all the officers at the Tesano Divisional MTTD for the good work you are doing, because had it not been your assistance, I'm sure that people would have been in a bit of trouble at that section of the road, especially this morning. So kudos to you, PW Chief Inspector Martha Jesiwa, and also to you, Chief Inspector Prince Osei, aka Zero Boy. All the best to you, and then all the men there who are doing everything possible to make sure that authorities will move around on that stretch of the road without any major trouble. And like we mentioned, if you are coming from Pokwase and somewhere in all those areas, you can find your way and then exit the Nsawam Road at Ofanko barrier, so that you find your way to avoid the traffic on that stretch of the road. You can also find an exit at mile 7 through Tabora Alaji and then all those areas, and find your way to Abekan La Paz, and then also join the JA Kufuor Highway, so that you not fall into this traffic that is building up because of the incident that is happening on the Achimota in Nsawam Road, which is just at the Achimota overhead. So that is all for the traffic update today. We are going into Friday. Just as my brother said, today is a party day because there's Wasa at the Accra Regional Police Headquarters. So everyone is invited. You can pass by and then dine with the police, so that at least we'll distress more. After a hard day's work, there's a need for man to calm down and then relax. After all, man for chill small. So my brother said, I'm waiting over to you and then the rest of the team. Okay. I'll meet you later at the Regional Police Headquarters. Absolutely. For the Wasa Day celebration.
Yes. We'll meet behind the stage after that. All right, so that is all with traffic updates on the Safe Start Show, brought to us by our brother Sergeant Yusuf Brahima from the Achimota overhead on the Nsawam Road. And so if you'll be using that stretch within this day, please be mindful and then know how to consider other alternative routes. All right, so next segment coming up has got to do with police today. But before that, Sergeant Tess, I want us to use this opportunity and then announce to our viewers that the late ASP Mayeb, Papa Sly, may his soul rest in peace, will have his Thanksgiving service this Sunday. Right. That is on the 14th of June, 2026, at the St. George's Catholic Church at the National Police Training School, Tesano. Right. Yeah, so every friend, every sympathizer who couldn't make it during the pre-burial service, yes, please, we are asking you to join us on Sunday by 9 a.m. The service will start at the St. George's Catholic Church at the National Police Training School in Accra. Again, big shout out going out to Junior. You are with the embroidery shop just behind the police headquarters at the SWAT gates. So when it comes to police paraphernalia, this man is in charge. You're also a dedicated viewer of GH Police Television. So your cap, your shirts, your pennant in your cars, everything that has the logo of the Ghana Police Service, Junior will sort you out. And so good morning to you, Junior. You are with the embroidery shop just behind the police headquarters, the SWAT gates. You are tuning in, watching us live. All right, so enjoy this breaker. When we resume, we'll serve you, or we'll get in with police today.
Welcome back from that quick breather. If you just joined in, you are watching Safe Start on GH Police TV. We are coming to you live from our studios here at the police headquarters. We are streaming on DSTV channel 362. We are also active on all our WhatsApp pages on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and X. Get interactive with us. Share your messages with us. We will share them with the rest of the world. Our WhatsApp line is also active on 0246 226064. It is time to bring you details and updates on police today. And with us in studios, we have Inspector John Tay Wisdom and Sergeant Kwesi Teria. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
I hope you are doing very well.
Yeah, today because of the Wasabi, we are doing very well.
Yeah, prepared and poised for it.
Yes.
Right.
I'll join Sergeant Boite at the background.
Yeah.
Sure. All your dancing shoes, bring it there.
Definitely. Okay. I think we've had some enforcement going on over the week as well. So please take us through.
All right. Thank you, Sergeant Teresa Adu. So within the week, the MTTD had some enforcement, and that's supposed to be our stories for today. Inspector John Tay, Wisdom. The first story: Western Regional MTTD enforces road traffic regulations on unauthorized sirens and improper vehicle lighting. The Western Regional Police Command, the MTTD, has intensified the enforcement of road traffic regulations aimed at curbing the unauthorized use of siren, driving on road shoulders and verges, and the use of improvised vehicle headlamps. The exercise was conducted at Nkrofo Junction and in Chaban on the Takrady Cape Coast Highway. During the operation at Nkrofo Junction, one driver was arrested for the unauthorized use of siren. The driver was processed, issued with a warning letter, and the siren was removed from the vehicle. Several private and commercial vehicles were also found using improvised headlamps in contravention of Regulation 65 of the Road Traffic Regulation 2012 LI 2180. The defective lights were removed. The drivers were educated on the dangers and illegality of using such modifications on the road. The Western Regional Police Command has assured the public of its commitment to enforcing road traffic regulations and promoting safety on the roads. The command further urged motorists to comply with the law and refrain from the unauthorized use of siren, improvised vehicle lights, and other practices that endanger road users.
Prosi adwumakuo ne fa ehwe ka kwanso dwumadie ene ahyen ho nsɛm a ɛwɔ atoyɛ mantam akanyan ekwanso emra hodo a ɛfa ahyen ene ekwanso ɛho a ebi ne emputuprubre mu abɛn a mra ema kwan sɛ adwumakuo ahodo etimi edidi ondwuma ana fe so ka wode enkane a wasachira ho ade abobɔ ho bebre no otu so esa woyese adwuma yi ewo Nkrofo enkwanta ene nchaban ewo Takrady Cape Coast kwano eso bra woye ehwehwemu no ewo Nkrofo enkwanta no wo kyereka ba ko ana wode emputupurumu apentem aben bi abobɔ ho na fe so odi di adwuma na fe so ehyen ahodo a wode sane mana abobɔ ho na odi di dwuma emma emra emma ho kwan ana fe so ohunu se ankrankra ene edwadie ka bi nso so wasinsan na wode enkane yi bi abobɔ ho a etia emra wasa adwumadie no no wone a ede aben bobɔ ho ene enkane nyina prosefo eyiyi ni nyina edifiri ho ene ode kokobɔ krata nso ede ma wone a emra no ekire wono wasan enso enam sakonya no so ede nkyerɛkyerɛ emma wone a wɔkyekyere woni nyina efa ka kwanso emra eye regulation 2012 LI 2180 no nefa etoso eduesia enum ene eduesia enso no so onam so ede kyerɛkyerɛ won atoye mantamo process adwumakuo no empanimfo ede kokobɔ emma akwantufo adrobapo ne woni etwifrage nyina se etiamra se obede apentem aben yi ebebo ne ka ho a wonni tumi krata anase nkane a wasachira ho no wode ebedi wondwuma na eno nso etumi ede akwanhia enso eba ento obon kokko se obia wode sa ne ma ne bia bo ne kan ne hyen ho no wonyi emfamfiri ho na bo ama ye kwan so ayajojo.
Now to our second story. Volta MTTD intensifies enforcement against unauthorized use of siren, improvised lamps, and road veg driving. The Volta Regional Motor Traffic and Transport Department, MTTD, has intensified enforcement of road traffic regulations aimed at curbing the unauthorized use of siren, improper vehicle lighting systems, and the dangerous practice of driving on road shoulders and verges. The exercise was conducted along the whole teaching hospital stretch of the whole Kwetoi Aflao Highway. During the operation, 9 vehicles, 7 tricycles were intercepted for various traffic offenses, including the unauthorized use of sirens and lamps, as well as driving on road shoulders and verges. The unit commander, Superintendent Miss Benedicta Akpene Ansa, and her team engaged the offenders on site and sensitized them on the dangers associated with the use of unapproved headlamps and improper road usage. The drivers and riders were further educated on Regulation 65 and 67 of the Road Traffic Regulations 2012 LI 2180 and Section 44 of the Road Traffic Act 2004 Act 683. All unapproved headlamps identified during the operations were subsequently removed from the affected vehicles and tricycles. The offenders were cautioned and warned to desist from such practices or risk prosecution before court. The Volta Regional Police Command has reinstated its commitment to sustained enforcement of road traffic regulations and urge motorists and riders to comply with the law to ensure safety on the roads.
Prosi adwumakuo ne fa ehwe ka kwanso dwumadie ene ahyen ho nsɛm a ɛwɔ from mantam mo no nso ahye akwantuo SM ene ehyen twie ɛho mmraso die no mo eden pa sɛne takradefo no nso ɛyɛ na pepepe odi sɛ adwuma no ɛwɔ ho Kwetoi Aflao kwan no ɛso wɔkyere ka enkron ɛna abobo ya nso ɔkyere emu enso ewa kwantuo mu emra enfomso ahodo bebre ebite se ahyen potopuru abenya wode ebomu ana feso nkane a emra ma ho kwan a wasachira ho nso wode abobo wonka ho bebre nso wagege efri wonsam opanya wada wonano principal ba panyi Superintendent Benedicta Akpene Ansa eni nikuo no ene wane a wobu mra so no nso edi nkomo ewo ho na wɔkyerɛkyerɛ wɔ isane a wɔkane a wɔn ma ho kwan a wɔde ɛbata ahyɛn ahodoɔ emu no wɔsan enso ɛkyerɛkyerɛ adɔbafoɔ no ɛne praga wɔn etwe praga no ɛyɛ kwakwan so ɛmra ahodoɔ te sɛ LI 2180 ɛna afei so Road Traffic Act 2004 Act 683 no so wɔnam so ɛde kyerɛkyerɛ ɔno kyerɛ mo hunu sɛ saa nkanea ɛne abɛn a wɔde bobɔ wɔn ho no etiamra na se wansa kire mfiri ho no okoso toa so a wantie sa akokobɔ no a ebrepa mu obesan achi won biem na ode wakokugina mra no na emra ene won akoate framantema prosefo no ehye se obekɔ so atoa sa adwumadie so na aboa ama yakwan so ayedwojo na wone a enam yakwan so nyina anya wasomdwie ede ade wonjuma.
Right, gentlemen, I think we all endorse the enforcement of the road traffic regulation because it has become very necessary. Of late, people are really abusing the use of the sirens and then the road lamps. So
absolutely.
I think so. The enforcement has come in time. Yeah. Let's have your bite on it. Let's have your bite on it.
All right. So for me, I'm very happy for this enforcement, and I pray that it will continue unabated because when you go to, especially my road, Dodua Road, and sometimes Tema Akosumu Road, right from the runabout. Oh, it's very interesting. And mostly when there is traffic, you see unauthorized use of siren, commercial drivers driving on the shoulders of the road, a whole lot of traffic infractions. And I think it's hard time that the whole regions intensify this enforcement to make sure we bring these measures to a stop.
So,
yo, member process ahene yewura Christian tete yo no abaso one ba kronfo da process adwumako na no wo san hyehye ya wode aba na emma ka kwan so aye jojo e de amaye no kre ba bia obefa bia yakwan nyina so ye hia wan a de abobọ ho nti eduru bra wan ya mrama won kwan kasa se won fa sa imputuburu bremu aben no emmo won hye ho no epe kwan akwa na omanfo mpese obema won kwan free se amanfo nyina de won agimu a ama kwan so ye manyamanya emfra na amwan so nti ye bebo ye nuanom ma efrase de dwuma na baso se won aka no so ye nyina emfa ye ho ngim na ye mo ama ya kwan so nya ejojo na emmo ekese.
Yeah, I think we will have to also keep emphasizing on what the law talks about. You know, the last time we were so fortunate to have the director at the Motor Traffic and Transport Department, ACP Dr. Sasu Mensah, join us to extensively discuss what the law, you know, the position of the law on the use of sirens and horns. This one can be found in the Road Traffic Regulation 2012 LI 2180, Regulation 74, and it is clear. The provision of the law is that a government vehicle used for official purpose by the head of state. We only have a head of state.
Sure.
A police vehicle, a motor vehicle used by the fire service, a motor vehicle used by the ambulance as an ambulance by either a hospital or a clinic. A motor vehicle used as a bullion vehicle licensed by the licensing authority. And so these are the specifications of motor vehicles that could be used or that could use sirens. But then it is rather unfortunate that on our roads you find people driving in luxurious vehicles, personally fitting or installing these strobe lights and sirens. And because they cannot be questioned, they feel they own the law. And so with this development, I'm so much happy and excited at the way the Motor Traffic and Transport Department of the Ghana Police Service has taken it upon themselves that we will have to embark on a nationwide enforcement. And so the Western region and then the Volta region have started. And I believe that it's going to continue, as Inspector Jonte has said, unabated. Other regions must also adopt this approach. And I believe collectively, we can fight this threat. You know, it is becoming unbecoming. And it is alarming.
It's alarming.
When you are driving as a road user in your vehicle or even in public transport, you find people just making unnecessary noise and then, I mean, disturbing other road users, you understand? But when they are arrested and then prosecuted, I believe it's going to serve as deterrent to other ones who are also in the same act for them to desist or refrain from that. Because you may not know. Right now, if they are going for the enforcement, you are not told. Before you see your vehicle is stopped and then you ask questions. Because the days of education are over. Now it is time for us to enforce. And so once you are arrested, you are prosecuted. So I think it's a laudable initiative in that regard.
Sergeant Boyd, one important thing is, it seems like all those who are owing V8, I don't know if they have the effrontery to even fix some. Yeah, I beg your pardon, some of them. You will be driving and whilst you are tired, every V8 is infringing on the law. So I want all regional MTTD commanders to enforce this so that at least we can have sanity on our roads. Yes.
Right. So viewers, if you are tuning, if you are joining us, you are told times of using the siren, abusing of siren is over. You are supposed to stay out of it if you are not within the category that is, destined to use sirens. If not, once you are apprehended, you'll be put before the law court, and then, justice will be served. So let's stay tuned. If you just join in, we'll be taking a quick breather, and we'll be back with more segments on this developing story. Stay tuned.
Aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. TrafficTech GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Piao!
Hello.
Hello, Nana.
Hey, only I'm a tongue catcher.
What is say?
Namiadumo, Bokona way.
Adumo, a mega yo-yo, with schoolmate.
What's tongue catcher?
Hey, it's a said, it's a cookie or Canada.
Wow.
I couldn't be up, and no point in a show number every week. Company no air pay, and my 4 or Canada. Now, she said, a woman say, company no bit ya, it will have now pay man so to your half scanning 80,000 and no sana at
Mama, Madame Fubia could be Canada. The name Chamaboga. Mossi Aquina Abao, a good year to man say, Miss Meeting your free Ghana, about the coming more Canada. Oh, no say a mere one in the say company no. Or maybe she has a caromet to your half, I'm just made to your half. Into the minion wabame home.
Nana, you to the other. Say, in Papanuphobia or Maba. Or Baba Catcher will say, or Canada, and then say, or France, Impo, Abutin Kuna can be. Now, Catcher will say, Aquanyaba, Inti, Aquanian, agent, Awo, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and answer Burkina Faso, Inti Faho. Now, we know on Grata, the home now with you, and over Canada, and answer France, and answer Abutin Kuna can. Now, Naka Sape, Sinibu, a drop. Hey, you go do her. Or bet you was it then. Or bet you use again now. We can't have a queen now, but we are what for so. Or best so it is. I want to suffer the Bermuda. Hey, now, say, but when young for one part. Come back to sound one minute. You can't bet my woman, you bet my position, you bet my woman, bet you by your papa. And you are known for Sarkozy. Let me to Ghana for you now. And Miniano, no mamma in down. No mamma got tossed any pabonino, and then paboni from FD.
Road crashes or accidents are of great worry to everyone. In view of this, we need to be alert on things that brings about accidents on our roads, leading to deaths of our loved ones. It is of this reason that Traffic Orientation Show on GH Police TV seek to teach, educate all road users, being it drivers, riders, pedestrians, on the rules and regulations and road traffic as to reduce road accident. Make time to watch Traffic Orientation Show every day on GH Police TV as we bring you more insight on road traffic related issues. You can also watch us on DSTV channel 362 and other digital channels. On Traffic Orientation Show, we say drive safely, arrive alive.
Akwansia eye akwansidie edema obi biara ne senti esese yetwen ya adwen ekọ enema enam so ema akwansia edi epra ene ewo ebei eso ne senti GH Police TV ahyehyɛ dwumadi a didin ene ka kwan so nkyekere Traffic Orientation Show edi ebrel ewo dwumadi so yedi etufo na ya kyerɛkyerɛw enema ene mmra ahodo a esese wo ehu ewo yen ekwan no eso enunti jebre de hwɛ dwumadi yi da biada ewo GH Police TV so a esan so ewo DSTV channel 362 so na ya fansua de emfa ensi ka kwanhyia ano ekwan. a wubu ekwan so mmra so police adwumakuo no abie yani a yede ehwew eni a yede ehwew eye mfonitwa afidie a police adwumakuo no ede asisi akwantempon so na yede hwe enema ekoso ewo yen akwantempon no eso enam dwumadie so ebema ye maamenom se omukọ adwomu a omo ebebe fie asomdwe mu yem papa nom ebekọ adwuma abefie asomdwe mu afe ye manso ebekọ suku na omo aba efie asomdwe mu Traffic GH twiwo hyenye na faje wo nkwa piao
Police hingme komi nkwabo ni ona ena hewole wachemen baya ni chumo ni ameba bashia yetwe njolemle gbeke baje school eba ni na e follow yetwe njolemle wonyemen hu baya jara no ni ameba bashia yetwe njolemle Traffic GH camera lo hingme infoni keha wagbadegbe ano mla no yeli Traffic GH hwehwehwe chonde kudom bahani ohishi da befebe piao Visible Eye is watching you. Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders, have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. Traffic GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Piao!
Hello, our cherished viewers. I'm DSP William Ayarika, the Director of the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit of the Ghana Police Service. I want to take this opportunity to advise and lay Ghanaians about the modus operandi of criminal gangs using travel abroad as a means to deceive and recruit unsuspecting Ghanaians to West African
Welcome back from that break, and thanks for staying with us. It is still the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television. This is where you stay informed, you stay ahead, you stay safe. All right, so the segment coming up has got to do with a big conversation, and today we mentioned earlier that we are going to look into jaundice. This is a mental condition. This is a health condition or medical condition that is so pertinent, especially with newborn babies or even in adults. But today, the center of attraction, the focus is going to be on newborn babies. And so we have a specialist, a pediatrician at the police hospital join us to help us look into the causes and prevention of this particular medical phenomenon for us to be informed going forward. And so we have with us Chief Superintendent of Police, Dr. Theophilia Forson. Chief Superintendent of Police, Dr. Theophilia Forsin. She's the second in command at the pediatric department at the police hospital. She's going to help us do this discussion this morning. Good morning, Doc. Good morning. I hope you're fine.
Fine, thank you. I hope you're also doing
well. Excellent. You are formally and officially welcome to the system.
Thank you.
Also having you regarding this.
Yes.
And
over time, Doc will be coming to help us delve into issues surrounding infant, children and adolescents.
Exactly.
Since she's a pediatrician. Yeah. All right. So, Doc, we're going to look into the cause and prevention of jaundice. But before that, tell us what is jaundice in children and then in babies, especially.
Jaundice is just a term that we use to explain the yellow color, discoloration that we see in the eyes, and then also sometimes in the skin, in the palms and in the soles of the feet of newborn babies. It just signifies that there are high levels of bilirubin, which comes about when red blood cells are broken down. So jaundice is just the yellow color you see in babies.
All right. Yeah. And so what are the causes of jaundice in babies as well, or in children?
So jaundice itself is not always a pathological process, meaning that it's from sickness. No. I mean, naturally, newborn babies are born with very high red blood cells. I mean, in their uterus, there's, the oxygen levels are not as high as we have outside. So God made it such a way that they have more red blood cells, so they can get as much oxygen as they can inside. However, when they come out, these high levels of red blood cells come down to our levels. So for instance, a baby can be born with normal HB of maybe even 16, 18, even up to 20. But for adults and older children, it's usually around 12 to 14. So when they come out, we have a lot of oxygen available in the air. So these red blood cells break down. And when they break down, they have the end product called the bilirubin, which is what appears yellow in the baby's eyes and the skin. So it's usually a physiological process, meaning that it is something that is bound to happen anyway. The other thing is that in newborn babies, their livers are not mature enough to take care of this bilirubin. So sometimes the levels remain in the blood, and then we see the yellow discoloration.
So from your explanation, does it mean that every baby is exposed to jaundice? It means that if you are born, I don't know whether there are some precautionary measures that could be put
so every baby, this happens in every newborn baby actually. It's a physiological process, meaning it's a natural phenomenon. However, there are some causes that make this physiological process worse. For instance, when babies are born premature, that is when they are born before their term, before 37 completed weeks. And when babies have certain conditions, there's one common one in our setting called G6PD, where they lack an enzyme. So such babies with this condition, when their red blood cells are exposed to certain conditions, the red blood cells break down more faster than usual, and then you see the jaundice. Then, I mean, when the baby has an infection or sepsis, and then certain liver conditions, certain inherited blood conditions as well can also, and of course, if the baby is not feeding enough, these things can happen more rapidly, and the jaundice appears more.
All right, so devoid of all these that you mentioned, then I mean the baby should be fine.
Yes, we should be fine.
All right, so as a parent, why should I worry about jaundice?
So the problem with jaundice is that you see the baby's eyes are yellow, you see the skin or the hands and the palms are yellow. You cannot tell how severe that jaundice is. We cannot look at the baby and decide that this amount of bilirubin or jaundice that we see is mild or is severe or is moderate. The problem is sometimes it can actually cross into the brain if the levels are very high, and then stain the brain for the same reason why you see the color in the eye and in the skin. It can also stain certain parts of the brain yellow, and it is toxic, and this can cause long-term complications. So usually we don't want it to get there. So our teaching is, as soon as you see the yellow, you cannot tell, you cannot measure, unless, even for the healthcare professional, it's a blood test that we use to assess. So it's something that can cause a lot of problems.
So this is a serious phenomenon we have to pay attention to.
I mean, as Doc has really elaborated on it, it's not a condition where you have to sit down at home and then say that. Normally we are prone to trying to observe the child to see what will become of it before we rush the baby to the hospital. But like she's saying, I mean, you are not a doctor, so once you see those symptoms, quickly you need to rush the baby to the hospital.
And then going up also,
into something else.
There was a myth that when you notice that the baby has developed some yellowish eye and then yellowish skin, you just pick up the baby and then expose it to the sun rays. I don't know whether doc, this one is a medical admonishment or just a traditional myth that we are all lingering on.
Yeah. So previously, we didn't have a lot of sometimes equipment to treat some of these things. Yeah. So yes, the sun has some ultraviolet rays and things that can be used to treat. But the problem with the sun is you cannot measure how much the child is prone to overheating. You are going to expose the child. You can even get sunburn, and you cannot tell that this child's jaundice is so severe that maybe you need more than what you are doing.
Okay.
So we do not advise or recommend sunbathing at all.
Okay.
It's a traditional thing that was handed down over the years, but we do not recommend it at all.
Okay.
When you see the yellow, come to hospital. Let the baby be formally assessed.
All right.
So let's find out, apart from the yellowish nature of the eye, in children, what are some of the symptoms that you are likely to see?
Okay. So the problem with jaundice, especially mild jaundice, is that there may be no symptoms. Okay. So, but when you see, for instance, jaundice happening within the first 24 hours, you notice that the baby's eyes are yellow, and usually jaundice progresses from the head downwards, so from the face to the chest to the legs, and we don't want that to happen. So as soon as you see it, you come to hospital. When you realize that baby is not able to feed properly, can't even hold on to the nipple or the breast, can't latch on to feed properly, baby is sleeping too much, or baby appears drowsy or weak, baby appears floppy, when sometimes when it's severe, you can even have some of the babies having things like convulsions or seizures, or they have some abnormal body movement. Usually we don't want it to get to that point before you report. So but these are things that should let you know that this jaundice is significant, and you should report to the hospital.
Right. So we can also say, per statistics, that this condition is very prevalent in children, in babies, like Dr. already said. What is the statistics in Ghana?
So, I mean, even worldwide, like I said, because it's physiological, about 6 out of 10 newborn babies, full-term newborn babies, can develop jaundice. And then about 8 out of 10 premature babies can develop jaundice. But the good news is that most of these are mild, and then with very little treatment or intervention, the baby responds. But like I mentioned earlier, you cannot tell that this is mild or this is severe. So for all jaundice, you present to the healthcare practitioner to assist.
Mr. Jabor, then we can also say that, I mean, the cases in Ghana is also on the rise.
Exactly, from the submission made by Doc, it tells you that if you have about 7 people of even full preterm babies having jaundice, and then 8 out of 10 of babies who were born before their time. It tells you that it's something that you're not supposed to be joking around with, and looking at the rippling effect, the most dangerous aspect of this thing is that you're unable to determine the extent of its severity. If you're a parent and you feel that since this one is yellowish, I think I can always devise or develop my means of treating this one without going to the hospital. It is so serious. That's why she's saying that they don't recommend or advise for the sun bathing, because you may not know. Say we are doing we are not you end up say so the best thing is that just get to the nearest hospital for it to be treated. Don't be relying on assumptions or presumptions based on what you have been told. Say once or by near yellow and what amakolanda say we are shilling this man kwanza so hospital. Doctor said that when it is detected early, yes, the babies respond to treatment, and so it's not a big deal. I was going to ask her how, with the remedy, how it goes out. But then from what she's just saying, I mean that when you are curing such things, you don't really give problems at all.
Right. So, Doc, one would want to find out jaundice. Can it naturally be treated? Like, can it go on its own?
Yes. So, I mean, the mild jaundice can go by its own, usually with feeding, if it's mild. Sometimes, so if you realize, or if any of our listeners will bear witness, most of the time when we admit the newborns with babies, with jaundice, we always ensure that the mothers are breastfeeding, and we go beyond just breastfeeding directly, and ensure that we have a way of calculating what the baby needs in a day. So we make sure that the mother is also expressing the breast milk, so that we know that surely this baby is taking enough breast milk. It's also breastfeeding directly, and this will let the baby urinate more frequently, poo-poo more frequently, and then get rid of all the excess bilirubin. So it might go by itself because it's physiological. For instance, you come, we check the levels. It's not something that requires treatment. We'll just schedule a review for you to come back for us to assess again to be sure. But then you always need to come for that test to be done, because even as a healthcare practitioner, I cannot look at your baby and decide that this jaundice is mild, so go home. I would always want to do the blood test, because some babies may have very significant or high levels of bilirubin in their blood, but may not show any symptoms. So it's always advisable to come, and then let us be the ones to tell you or advise that, just feed, or this one needs treatment, or this one needs some more interventions.
So sorry, Watson. So I think as viewers are aware that we are streaming on our social media platforms, we have some questions tripping in, and we will take this opportunity to ask Doc about them, so that she answers them for us.
All right. So we've been mentioning that since the event is streaming live on all our social media platforms, particularly on Facebook, on TikTok, and then YouTube as well, you can send us your questions, your thoughts, your comments. We have our specialist here, pediatrician, Chief Superintendent of Police, Dr. Theophilia Forson. She's with the pediatric department at the police hospital. And so let me see this opportunity and then read some messages that have come in on our live streaming on Facebook. This one is coming from Raymond Dakota Range Rover. Our brother says that, good morning, Raymond. Thanks for always tuning in on GH Police Television. Abigail also says that, nice one. Thank you so much, Abigail. Mugi Slow is watching us live on Facebook. And then, all right. So this one is the medical director of the police hospital, Dr. Samuel Otunyakon. Yes, our very own officer. He's saying that I'm watching live from the police hospital, a very important topic. Kudos to GH Police TV for bringing up such interesting health topics. All right. Kudos to you, Dr. Samuel Otunyakon, medical director of the police hospital. We are grateful for your support in this particular journey. All right, so these are the messages we have received so far with our live streaming on Facebook. Yes, quickly, let me also find out from our live streaming on TikTok to find out if some messages have also come up with regards to the topic under discussion. Yes, but before that, if you also have ones coming in with on our WhatsApp platform, we can do it and read them out as well.
I have one on our WhatsApp platform, and then this is coming from Nana Jua. She's watching us from Nkoko, and then she wants to find out, as a 3-month-old pregnant woman, how can I help prevent the jaundice for my unborn baby?
All right, so as a pregnant woman, it's very important. You need to go to your reviews. You need to do your lab tests that are done, before you deliver, because some mothers or some conditions predispose babies to having a significant amount of neonatal jaundice. One of them is the G6PD, like I mentioned. Some mothers are actually partial carriers. It's a common thing in our setting. It's just some enzyme that is lacking in the blood, the red blood cells. So when these people are exposed to certain conditions, their babies tend to have jaundice, or if the babies have that condition, they tend to have more rapid breakdown of the red blood cells. In our setting, the commonest thing that can affect G6PD patients is the use of naphthalene balls or camphor. So usually we recommend that all mothers or pregnant women actually do not use camphor or these naphthalene balls, because you cannot tell which baby may have that G6PD condition and will actually have more significant or severe levels of jaundice when exposed. Other things that are done are the blood groups for the mother. We know that when mothers are blood group, let's say O positive, and their babies have A or B blood groups, these babies tend to have more jaundice or significant amounts of jaundice. And also we have something called rhesus incompatibility, where mothers are maybe O negative or A negative, or have their negative blood group, and they deliver babies with positive blood groups. These babies have, higher levels of jaundice because the red blood cells are also broken down faster than the usual physiological process. So as a mother, or as an expectant mother, this is what I would advise. Go through all your reviews, ask questions. If you don't understand, ask questions. When you deliver by the grace of God and then you are scheduled for reviews, make sure you go, you show your baby, and then when you deliver again, I'll recommend that you examine your baby every day, especially in the sunlight. We are not saying put the baby under sunlight, but the sun provides a good source of light. If the sun is not shining in your area, make sure that in the room where you are changing your baby's diaper, you are caring for the baby, there's good lighting every day, morning and evening. Try and identify it. I mean, sometimes they say the babies don't open their eyes, but the baby will open their eyes somehow. So you look. If you are not sure, just come to the hospital. It will be formally assessed. If you see the jaundice in the hands, in the feet, in the skin, then that's a significant amount of jaundice. Report early. So an expectant mother, expectant father, grandparents, any caregiver, this is what we will advise. You examine baby daily. You go through your processes very well, and then you ask questions. And in case of uncertainty, please don't rely on home care. The professors at home, the remedies, herbal medication, glucose water, and breast milk on the eye. All these things will not help your baby.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Nana, so if you heard from Doc, go for your reviews, go for the necessary checkups, and ask questions. I mean, that is something we barely do. Ask questions when you don't understand anything, and then the doctors would be there to assist you and help you understand whatever it is you want to know.
All right, so we still have some messages coming in on our live TikTok streaming. Let me use this opportunity and then read them out to our viewers as well. Yes, so these messages they are voluminous, you know, so I think we'll have to
break them
segment and then pick them out one by one. All right, so this one is coming from Tasty one says that Ghana Police is working hard. Thank you so much, my brother, for the message. And then this one is also coming from this one is coming from Bostock 843. Bostock says that thank you for your service, Ghana Police Service. Thank you so much. These are messages on our live streaming on TikTok. And then there's another message coming from Emilia Frimpong. Emilia Frimpong says that point of correction, it's not every baby is as okay, so especially in premature. Okay, so I think she's referring to babies that are born preterm, that they are likely to have jaundice when they come out, you know. And then another message also coming from Kran Francis. Kran Francis says that thanks for what you are doing. We love the education so much. And then Theodi Yaira Bahu Ajima says that great work, kudos. I'm learning a lot. Okay, and so Self-made also says that it's a very good topic. Thank you so much for bringing it on board. And then Self-made said, I just joined late. If you can please go back to the courses, please. I just joined in. All right. So once Doc is here, please, who can do well and then mention them. But this, Doc has said that it has a lot of physiological course as well. And so there isn't any specific course as he may think. But then if there are infections during pregnancy, yes, and then other factors as well. If you don't pay attention to them, there is a likelihood that if you give birth to a new baby, it may develop. Exactly. And then those who are born before the 37 weeks are also likely to get them. This one, I think this one I can answer them.
So that is why she's saying that you have to visit the hospital regularly to be able to.
We also have some messages coming through on our WhatsApp platform. This one is coming from our very own brother Nana Osei Mensah, watching us live from Massachusetts in the United States of America. Nana says that this is what we call beauty with brains. This woman is too beautiful. Chai! Please bring her more often so we can see her more. Yo, Nana, we've heard you. Since you don't have questions, but yours is our compliments. We've heard you, Nana. Thank you so much. All right. And then Hadolia says, how can soaking unripe pawpaw for 3 days and be given to a baby cure jaundice? This one is a message coming from TikTok. So, Doc, this is a question to you.
I'm really not sure about that. I have no information, or there's no scientific basis that I know to support that. What I know is that if that jaundice remains in the baby for a long time, the levels keep increasing, you are going to have complications, which we don't want. So bring the baby to the hospital. The treatment is actually quite simple when it's mild. we don't want it to get to the severe point. So, my lady, kindly don't give baby pawpaw soaked in water.
All right. So, Hadolia, if you have been informed, that's an advice coming from the specialist that please, it is not healthy for you to engage in that practice. Get to the hospital for proper remedy. Another message coming from Emilia Frimpong on TikTok. She's asking that what about the babies whose mothers pass away and they can't be breastfed? You know, what's the advice?
All right. So I mean, we understand that not every baby can be breastfed. I mean, there are certain medical conditions that the mothers cannot breastfeed their children. When you lose the mother, when the mother is sick and on admission and is in coma, for instance, you can't do anything about it. But feeding. So in that case, I mean, it depends on every child, so every baby, and then what we do for the baby. So when you bring that baby, we'll advise you what to do. Of course, there are other modes of providing feeding for the baby. That is not exactly breast milk, but we still insist that you bring the baby, and then we can even tailor, if you are even doing artificial feeds, for instance, we'll have to advise on how the preparation should be, how much to feed the baby, and that baby may still require the treatment with the phototherapy or other modes of treatment that is required. So always bring that baby to hospital, and then we will tailor the treatment that specific baby needs.
Okay. Right. Another message also coming in says that God bless Ghana Police, respect GH Police. Thank you so much. This one is coming from Exhibit. Thank you so much, Exhibit, for the message. And then Isaac Ifiekuma is asking, how can I tell when my baby is having jaundice? This one, I think,
Maybe he joined.
Yeah, I think he joined the conversation late. Yes. So Isaac Ifiekuma, you are asking how you'll be able to determine if your baby has jaundice. Typically, the baby develops that yellowish eye and then yellowish skin. And so that is the basic symptom. So once you get that, please rush the baby to the hospital for immediate attention, please, medical attention. All right. And then this one is coming from Emilia Frimpong. Emilia Frimpong says that good education and awareness. Well done to you guys, very helpful. All right. And then Isaac Ifiekuma again comes back to ask that what tests are available to find out if my baby has jaundice.
All right. So when the baby comes to hospital with jaundice, the basic test that we do is the level of bilirubin in the blood. I mean, in some centers, it's a simple prick that gives you an idea. Others, we need to take the blood sample the same way we take blood samples from adults. We take it from children, and then we also do other things. For instance, if the baby has some other illness, has some infection, we also do other tests to assess this. So I mean, basically, the level of the blood, the bilirubin in the blood, sometimes the blood group, the G6PD test, because it's something that is quite common in our setting, and then other things that may be relevant for that particular baby. If it's an infection, we do other tests to check which infection it is, and then so basically that is a blood test. Always a blood test. Yes.
All right. So I think those are the messages we received so far with our live streaming.
Yes, I have one also, an interesting one on WhatsApp.
All right.
And then this is Ansong from Kumasi. And then he is saying that because of the beauty of the doctor, he would want the wife to visit the police hospital whenever she is pregnant.
Yes.
Right. So Ansong, the doctor will be there to attend to your wife. Just make sure that when she is pregnant, you bring her to the hospital so that she goes through the preliminary, reviews and all of that, so that the baby could also be safe.
Yes, it's also an indication to them that at the Ghana Police Hospital, we have medical officers who are gorgeous for the women and then handsome men as well. Yes, so big shout outs going out to the medical director, Commissioner of Police, Dr. Samuel Otunyako. The compliments come in tells you that we have medical experts or medical practitioners who are so gorgeous and stunning at the police facility. And so if you are sick, don't go nowhere, come to the police office. So once we are treating you get the opportunity to meet these fantastic personalities there as well. Yes, so someone is saying that this one is a plea. They will have to repeat or frequent the visit of Chief Super Doctor Theophilia Forcing. Yes, so Doc, this one, you have no control. We'll be frequenting your office, and then we'll bring you more invitations for you to join us. Yeah. All right, Salentes, do you have any messages coming in again?
No, for WhatsApp, that is
okay. Right, so if you just join us, we are having a fruitful conversation on the cause and prevention of jaundice in new babies or newborn babies as well. And we are privileged to be joined in the studios this morning by the second in command at the pediatric department of the Ghana Police Hospital, in the person of Chief Superintendent of Police, Dr. Theophilia Forsen, who is a pediatrician. She's telling us what jaundice is, and then some of the causes and then preventive measures you can put in place to avert our babies having this particular medical condition. And so we are not done with the questions. We'll proceed with the other questions and then likely draw curtains on our conversation very soon. Okay, so you've made mention that if a baby has severe jaundice and then it affects the brain could be damaged.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's unfortunately it's not something that we want to see. But the fact that the bilirubin levels can rise so high, the body is made in such a way that the bilirubin can be bound. It's like a bus carrying passengers. There's a protein that carries the bilirubin and excretes it, so that it doesn't get uncontrolled. But in some cases, the levels can grow so high because of certain conditions that I mentioned earlier, that it can actually cross into the brain. So the blood-brain barrier is like a barrier, that protects the brain from some of the things in the blood. Unfortunately, when the levels are so high, the free bilirubin can enter the brain and stain certain parts of the brain, and this can have long-term complications. For instance, hearing problems, even developmental delays, cerebral palsy, so many problems, even learning difficulties, and we don't want this to happen. That is why we keep hammering on the fact that when you notice the yellow, you come and let us test, because we cannot look at it at this particular baby and declare that, this one is nothing to worry about. Always come. Even if you go somewhere and this is what you are told, please seek help somewhere else for the level or the right thing to be done. And most of the time, the physiological jaundice that I mentioned that happens anyway, it peaks around 3 to 5 days. And then if the levels go up, within a week or two for newborn babies, this jaundice should be clear. For premature babies, it can go to maybe 2 or 3 weeks before it's clear. Apart from the ones that require the treatment with the light that I mentioned, there are other causes. So generally, any jaundice that's in a baby that goes beyond 2 weeks must be investigated. So unfortunately, the fact remains that it can affect the brain. But the good news is that most of the ones we see around are mild, and then with the significant treatments, it can disappear. The very high levels actually sometimes even require blood transfusion. We refer to it as exchange transfusion
for the baby.
For the baby, where like it's an exchange where the high levels, the baby with the blood that has high levels of bilirubin are sort of exchanged with blood that is usually not expected to have those high levels, so to reduce the bilirubin in the blood very fast. The treatment options include the breastfeeding, like I've said, for very mild jaundice. It also includes the lying under the light, and I think that's also one thing that parents get very concerned about, that we expose the baby under the blue light. What this blue light does is it breaks down the bilirubin into forms that can easily be excreted or removed from the body through the urine and the stool. All right, so it is a safe tool. It is one of the easiest things to do for the baby. So we'll also appeal that if we can have people helping us with these equipment, because sometimes we do have all the facilities that we have available fully choked. And babies come with jaundice and may need to be referred. And sometimes, genuinely, I keep saying the bed space for neonates or newborns in this country is very small. So sometimes, such a simple tool is not available for these babies and becomes a challenge. And we usually don't have time to waste. Like I've said, it keeps increasing if you don't intervene, and then you may have the bad effects that we want. So the treatment, breast milk or feeding, frequent feeding, lying under the blue light, and then what we don't usually like, the exchange transfusion if needed to rapidly reduce this bilirubin level in the blood. All right.
Doc, let's find out about the brain damage issue.
Yes, please.
Have you had an instance whereby you were confronted with some of these cases, and in that instance, what immediate action did you take to, as it is, to help salvage the situation?
The good thing is, like I've said, in recent times, we do have the phototherapy devices more readily available than before, even though it's not enough. So yes, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I actually had a call in the night about a baby who had been referred. And then unfortunately, our photo devices were all used. This was even the child of a personnel anyway. And then unfortunately, the levels were so high that we had to quickly do something. Thankfully, just around the time he came in, we had another baby who was on treatment and whose lab result had just come in. And then the levels were such that that particular baby did not need phototherapy or the blue light anymore. So we quickly had to put this new admission there. And then also try and find facilities elsewhere, because any other baby that comes after that means that we need to refer. So we had to, you know, as usual, make calls to our sister facilities. Thankfully, we were able to salvage the situation, and we thought that baby might require the exchange transfusion, which is the blood transfusion I talked about. Thankfully, we had another facility which had 3 devices, and I mean, this was very intense phototherapy, and within 24 hours the levels had come to the point where we did not need to transfuse, because the transfusion always comes with other complications. Yes, so if there's a simpler way of treatment, that was it. So yeah, these are things that we face from day to day, but thankfully the incidence of the brain damage has gone down. The problem with our setting is, you know, there are conditions like the GCSPD that makes the blood cells break down faster. But then the other problem is the delay in seeking health care. A lot of the times, like Auntie Tess mentioned, we tend to wait. We want to see how this thing will affect the baby
you know,
before we move. So our advice is to the parents, to the guardians, grandparents, you are the eye and the mouth and the ears for this baby. So every baby needs the best chance at life. So once you notice the yellow, do report early, so that we can, you know, manage it in a very simple way before it gets to the levels where now we are worried about the baby's development, and then at that time there's not much anybody can do. We have to rehabilitate, but it doesn't need to get to that point.
Right. So the advice is that once you see the yellow, do well and then report at any medical facility as soon as possible to seek help or treatment. All right. So there are some questions coming in on our WhatsApp platform. Let me see this opportunity and then read them out to Doc for her to respond to them. This one is coming from AJ. AJ is asking, if jaundice is often visible to the naked eye, why do some cases still go untreated until complications rise?
Yes, so if you have a baby and the baby has yellow eyes, and you don't report, it will be difficult to be picked up. And that's why I'm saying that, you know, everybody has a way of seeing things. So once you are not even sure, we tell them, especially the new mothers, once you are not sure and you have at the back of your mind that this jaundice is something that can occur, I mean, it's occurring in the baby anyway, but if it's high enough for you to see it in the baby's eyes, then please make that extra step. You know, I know it's uncomfortable. We have mothers who have just had cesarean sections, they are in pain. Mothers who have even had vaginal deliveries, and they are in so much pain, and one can say, you know, and you don't want to, it's a bother. Hospital. But I always say that the profit of a healthy, of pregnancy is a healthy baby. So once you have sacrificed your 9 months, just go the extra mile to make sure that you sort this baby out, provide her with the best chance at life, so that we prevent complications in future.
Okay, so AJ, that is a response to your question. This one is also coming from Abigail. Abigail is asking that, how much do cultural beliefs and family traditions influence decisions about treating jaundice in newborns?
Oh, a lot.
I think it comes back to the issue we discussed earlier, where babies are, you know, shown to the sun for the sunbath and all of that.
A lot. I mean, the home remedies are usually readily available, and they tend to be simpler. I mean, once you come to hospital, afena you moja, and you know, you maybe kitwa now moja, then you have to pay. You know, you have to pay for these levels, the financial burden, all that. And like I've said, I mean, most of our facilities may not be as comfortable as the mothers want. Yes, or person or down, person or they say breastfeed the baby. Doctor say yes, say akolane panie. Yeah, it's all uncomfortable. So it tends to be, grandma knows better. She has had me and my siblings. So maybe she knows better. But we are asking grandma and the other caregivers to give us some chance. You bring that baby, because there are things that were not known in the past. And I mean, maybe we escaped them, but now it will be unforgivable as a mother or as a caregiver yourself to know that this thing could have been prevented. And then I didn't do this because, I didn't want to move out of my comfort zone. So please come by and let us help you and the baby.
Last but not least, we also have a message coming from our very own brother here, the Public Affairs Directorate, Corporal Isaac Yeboah Super. This one is a positive testimony to Dr. Theophilia Forsen. And it says that this woman is not only beautiful, but extremely good and affable. I met her at the police pediatric unit after my wife had delivered twins. And she was so good to us. God bless her.
Amen.
From Corporal Isaac. Silent test. And they say that your good works may live after you. Yes, so this one is a compliment coming from Yeboah. Yeboah's wife delivered not quite long ago. Fortunately for him, he met Doc when the wife was on admission, and the experience he had with Doc was so pleasant, and so that's why this message is coming. I believe other people may also have same testimony.
Thank God.
Yes. So look, this one is for you. Keep up with the good work. The whole world we are watching, people that you may not even know. That they are watching you. I mean, your kind gesture towards them in your line of work may earn you or fetch you these compliments. Yes.
So we have one coming from our WhatsApp page. And it's coming from Emmanuel Enchi from Australia. I mean, the traditional method thing. So he wants to know, is giving your baby palm nut soup a remedy to stopping jaundice?
I mean, these are all methods misconceptions.
So, Emmanuel, please, from Doc, these methods are not working, they are not effective. The right thing for you to do is to bring the baby to the hospital. Immediately, you detect the yellowish nature of the eye and then the skin. You bring the baby to the hospital, and then the doctors will, attend to the child, so that the child could be safe. All those mates that have been crying and the things, please, they are not working. So let's do away with them. And then seek medical treatment to some of these cases.
So the call to action is simple. Once you detect the yellow, please get to the hospital for treatment or for help. That is it. Don't agree to any kind of misconception or any myth that may jeopardize the life of this young baby that has been born. Doc has said that the success of pregnancy is good life, right? To the baby.
It's a healthy baby.
A healthy baby, exactly. So you have gone through the difficult moments of, pregnancy, 9 months, you have delivered, and then if you have detected yellow, you think you're not feeling comfortable, so let me just wait. You wait to the extreme moment where there are complications, and then you come back to the hospital and come and blame these innocent workers. No. So early detection saves lives. That's what we are calling and praying for. All right. But Doc, typically, does breastfeeding affect jaundice?
Oh yes. So breastfeeding, like I said, helps the baby to excrete or remove the bilirubin more rapidly. So we actually make it a point that every baby going through phototherapy has breast milk. We actually go beyond directly breastfeeding to expressing for us to quantify the amount of feed that usually you are asked to bring out the baby from the light and feed every 2 hours to make sure that this happens. I mean, with that alone, for some cases of mild jaundice, it will clear. Because I said it's physiological, it will clear. I mean, and maybe that is also why some of the traditional beliefs are still persistent, because like I said, it's a physiological process. It is bound to happen. The red blood cells will break down, the bilirubin will be in the blood, but the levels of which we don't know, that is what we are worried about. So sometimes, because it's physiological, it's mild, they do all sorts of things. It would have gone anyway without those interventions. However, what we are saying is that some babies may be actually having high levels of bilirubin without appearing ill. He's feeding well. Until you test and it's so dangerous, and then suddenly everybody has to start rushing. That kind of thing.
Okay. Do we have some specific foods that you may recommend for mothers when they notice that their warts or their babies have jaundice?
All right. I mean, generally, newborn mothers should eat well, balanced meal. Yeah. I mean, traditionally, there are certain foods that are thought to produce breast milk. Yeah. If it does not affect the baby, I mean, these are not fed to the baby, it's the mother. So if whatever will help you to breastfeed or produce more breast milk, we don't mind. Yeah. Just eat well, rest well, drink enough water, hydrate well, and then produce the breast milk for the baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, how about older children who may also be having jaundice? Are there certain foods they should avoid, or certain?
So for older babies with jaundice, the causes or the processes are different. It may be from maybe hepatitis or certain inherited conditions that they may have. You know, I mean, sometimes commonly in our setting, sickle cell is one thing. Yeah. So for them, I mean, generally, you have to determine whatever the underlying causes and treat. But generally, balanced diets are always good to eat. Eat well, rest well, and then come to hospital because we don't know what is causing your jaundice, and we may actually have a cure for that, for older children.
So the underlying thing is eat balanced diet.
Yeah, eat balanced diet, eat well, rest, hydrate, drink enough. Yeah.
All right.
And then let's look at the longevity of jaundice. Typically or usually, how long does it last?
So for the neonatal jaundice, the newborn jaundice, for a full-term baby, maybe around 3 to 5 days it peaks. That is when you maybe notice it more. But within a week or two it should clear. For premature babies, that are babies born before the 37 completed weeks, that one can persist to 2 to 3 weeks. But there are other causes of jaundice that can cross beyond 2 weeks, and for those ones, anytime you have a baby who is 2 weeks and you still see that yellow, it may be more than just the physiological jaundice you are talking about. And you need to come back. Yes, you need to come back so that we investigate it. There are so many other things. I mean, hypothyroidism and all other things. But these ones, we can only check when you bring the baby to hospital and we do blood tests. Yes.
All right. So we've received some messages on our live streaming on Facebook. Let me also read them out since our conversation will be coming to an end pretty soon. Okay, so this one is coming from my brother, who's also a dedicated viewer watching us always live on our Facebook streaming, Christian Bologa. Christian Bologa says that, good morning, doing good job guys, and I'm watching you guys live from Jolo. Good morning to you, Bologa, for the message. And then Samuel Ado says, I'm watching from Regional Police Clinic, 2nd D. Well done, Doc. Thank you so much, Samuel Ado, for the message as well. And then Raymond Dakota Range Rover comes back and says that jaundice in babies are very common, but we should be cautious. Okay, so thank you so much, Dr. Raymond, since you are offering this admonishment to our viewers as well. And then Asana Bedi says that, thank you, Dr. Fossen, for the excellent delivery of such an educative and important topic on jaundice in babies and children. Your explanation was clear, informative, and very helpful to parents and caregivers. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and creating awareness on this important health issue. Keep up the great work, Doctor, from Police Hospital, Taiping Pool. So, Asan Agbedi, thank you so much for the message. Inspector Asan, I've seen you. Doc is grateful for this wonderful message as well. And then Raymond Dakota River says that early detection saves lives. Yes, as you have said. You are watching us live from Tema Community 4. All right, so these are the messages we've received so far on our Facebook live streaming. Tess, do you have any?
No.
Okay. No. Okay. So, Dr. Fossen, yes, please. Very soon we'll be bringing our conversation to an end. I want you to give your words of advice or admonishment to, parents who are first timers when it comes to delivery. What they are supposed to know, what they're supposed to be mindful of, to forestall, or even avert having their babies, getting or detecting yellow in their babies.
Sure. So like I mentioned earlier, go through all your reviews, your blood tests that are done when you are pregnant, go for your scheduled reviews. When you deliver, you go for your reviews. I think there are dates and times that they even ask you to bring the baby as a mother. Sometimes you may not see it, and we've had a lot of referrals from the child welfare clinic when they notice that the child's eye is yellow and they draw attention. The mother has not even noticed it. It's acceptable. So when you come, someone else may see it, and then will direct you or refer you to the pediatric unit for the test to be done. So monitor your baby. We can't emphasize it enough. A lot of the time, the babies are wrapped and hidden from evil eyes, also a traditional myth.
Yes, exactly.
We are not saying that bring the baby out for everybody to see, but just make sure that wherever the baby is, there's good lighting there, like in your room. The light is enough so that if there's anything different,
you'll be able to
notice it and then come early. And when you notice the jaundice, come immediately. I mean, as much as possible. You notice in the afternoon, in the evening. Don't delay, because like I said, once you notice it means it has been going on all along, and then it tends to rise, you know, and then so that's it. I mean, and then we will appeal to the fathers to support as much as possible.
Absolutely,
because I mean, when you are supportive, and the grandparents, the grandmothers, I have to commend them. They do so well. When you support these newborn mothers and you encourage them, I mean, it makes them willing to come, you know, to go through whatever discomfort for the sake of their baby.
Doc, can you give me a different tradition in Twi for our local viewers as well?
Sure. I'll just try and give a summary. John Disney there, and they say when we say Obaneni, and I said Nisim, and I nasi, and I ni skin, no, ni radiano, I yellow, you know, idea at AC, baby beer, bony beer, ni moja, usually, I was short chain, yet ni age bino, into Opia. Naturally, no, a bit break it down to our levels, and as it break down, more bread, and as more liver, and you're mature enough. Say, young penny for a bit me, you need 9, 10, 10. Into babies be on my own, say yellow, no, a da or mini so, a da or more redeem. Into who's a pet. Bra hospital you bear blood test now you say we dey and I say we dey obey here treatment now ni say obeda your blue light be and in bed as you be treat baby nini be the diaper ne bebo so that to protect baby from any harmful rays now ya my baby na that light na say na be ya ni say time so say obema na eduane be baby no na ye feed no na wa Johnson no we pupu na yellow no akofem sometimes say was sure yellow no was sure pa say my baby ni moja but yeah yem pese be dru hansa nti wo de hu yellow ni pe fane brantem na yen hwe no etimi koda adwen ne so sene hu yellow ni wonani so no sa na etimi koda na adwen ne so ene no edru ho no ma is difficult say betimi ai bibi ye treat kra na ekwa later in life we say baby no we nya problems e bi ase ne obekasa obeti ase mo be nante we say waye bokoboko sene obesua ade kra enkoye babies we ho no ma sa blood cells here break it down and no dey see o baby biemu but babies you more conditions we are ema esi more for instance baby are premature young the time man so aya no baby or infection baby or certain conditions say GCP dynamic can you know and me stress obi onyim bia manfa kanfa enhye wonyome manfa nto wonyome manfa nto wunsuo mu because such babies no and even some adults when we expose or blood cells na be break it down faster na akose jaundice no in a nutshell the mechanism who jaundice ntemo wo de bra you bear blood test and then better light na say light na hard drink I mean there are certain things and for Philly say maybe later in life we benya problem all these things are afi no mo hwehwem but say when treat say baby no with the light no na ekoso na ekoda jaundice ne koda na adwen so eno mom no edru ho there isn't much we can do intimate stress etie for say obia emwa na yen hu sa jaundice ntem obia wa wo webusiema na wufia ya kaino say wa hwe say oba no jaundice faneto light ase na hwe na nini ye wonye hwe o de fane bra ye ma appointment reviewer di sona bra wonyem ne ka say koye tester koye ni na sa no ye be ka cho say because of sa condition ya wo nti oba ni ebia ne jaundice be high so that you can prepare for that I think in
Doc that's na me shop we are grateful for your time we are extremely grateful for also honoring our invitation. I believe that we've learned a lot on today's edition of the Safe Start Show, looking into the causes and prevention of neonatal jaundice in newborns. Salentes, I hope you've learned a lot as well.
Yes, I have. I mean, there are certain things I hitherto would have not, considered. But as doctor has really spoken on it, I think it's something that most parents out there are also have also listened to it, and they are going to change their ways of doing things.
Exactly. Right. So to our lovely viewers, that was Chief Superintendent of Police Dr. Theophilia Forson, second in command at the Pediatric Department of the Ghana Police Hospital, joining us on this edition of the Safe Start Show this morning to tell us about the causes and prevention of neonatal jaundice. we are going for a break. When we resume, it will now be time for us to celebrate police officers and their loved ones who are still celebrating their birthdays in the month of June. Stay on, we'll be right back.
Are you aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders, have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. TrafficTech GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Pew!
Hello.
Hello, Nana Joa.
Hey, only I'm at home, can't you?
What is say?
Namiadumo, Bokona way.
Adumo, a mega yo-yo, with schoolmate.
What's home, can't you?
Hey, it's a sad year. It's a Macupio or Canada.
Wow.
I couldn't be up, and no pointing I'm sure number every week. Company no air pay, and my 4 or Canada. Now, she said, a woman is say, company no bit ya a more half. Now, pay man switch you have scanning 80,000 and Tinosana.
Mama, Madame Fubio could be Canada. The name Chamaboga. Monsieur Quina Abao, a good year to man say, Miss Meeting me free Ghana, about the coming more Canada. Oh, no say a mere one in a company no. Or moving to your sick, or moving to your half, I'm just made to your half. Into the minion war bomber.
Nana, you want to the other. Say, in Paponuphobia or Maba. Or Baba Catcher will say, or Canada. And then say, or France, Impo, Abuchim Kuna can be. Now, Catcher will say, Aquanyaba, Inti, Aquanian, agent, no, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and answer Burkina Faso, Inti Faho. Now, we know Grata, the Hona with you, and over Canada, and answer France, and answer Abuchim Kuna can. Now, Naka Sape, Sinibu, a drop. Hey, you go do her. Or bet you was a den, or bet you use again now, or can't have a queen in our budget. We are what for so, or best so it is. I want to super you, bra. Hey, now, say, but when young for 1 pound, come back to sound 1 minute. You can't bet my woman, you bet my position, you bet my woman, bet you by your papa. And you are known for Saquon. Let me to Ghana for enough. And to me, I know, Mamma Ninda, no matter how to toss any pabonino, and any paboniform FD.
Hello, our cherished viewers.
So it's still the Safe Star Show, the camouflaged Friday edition, live on GH Police Television. This is where you stay informed, you stay ahead, you stay safe. All right, so next segment has got to do with the birthdays, but this one is a shout out we've received from Police Imam Alhaji Aboma Bashiru Azari from the National Police Training School, Tesano here in Accra. And it is a Juma Mubarak to the Inspector General of Police. Greetings coming from Police Imam Abona Bashiru Azari, MPTS, National Police Training School, Tesano. Right. Okay, so it is about time for us to get into the birthdays. This is where we take time to celebrate police officers, their loved ones, officers who belong to other state security agencies as they mark these incredible milestones in their lives. And so our first day happy birthday wish is going out to Chief Inspector Michael Ban. He's with the Kumewu Formed Police Unit Base in the Ashanti region. Happy birthday to you, Chief Inspector Michael Ban. This one is coming from your friends and family. Kumewu Base, their message is that they are wishing you continued greatness, good health, and many more years of impact and inspiration. Say, happy birthday to you, Chief Inspector Michael Ban. Do have a fantastic day today as you celebrate your birthday. All right. So there's still love in the air on the Safe Start show. And this one is a happy birthday to our very own Sister Sergeant Tess. This policewoman, I think she's quite fortunate because she's on leave. But then, still, Mimi, I know you are watching us from wherever you are. You still have an obligation to do. When you resume, we'll still celebrate the birthday.
Definitely.
So happy birthday going out to this effervescent policewoman, Inspector Olivia Equia Nkrapa, here at the Public Affairs Directorate, National Police Headquarters. So from all of us at PAD, we are saying that we ask for God's blessings, favor, protection, prosperity, advancement in the service, and good health. And may his face shine upon you and your entire family. Amen. We know that you are preparing, you are cooking something, towards the birthday. So please send us your location.
Yeah.
We'll be there in time to celebrate you. So happy birthday going out to you, Policewoman Inspector Olivia Equia Nkrapa. Pat, do have a fantastic day as you celebrate your birthday today. Another happy birthday going out to Policewoman Inspector Beatrice Jebua. You are stationed at Kibi District Police Command. This one is coming from Policewoman Chief Inspector Mercy Kisi here at the Public Affairs. And the message is that a blessed and glorious birthday to you. May God grant you your heart desires, give you good health and long life. So happy birthday to you, Policewoman Inspector Beatrice Jebua. You are with the Kibi District Police Command. Do have an awesome day as you celebrate your birthday today. Chill out. All right. This one is a belated happy birthday, and it's a wish coming from my own sister, Detective Policewoman Sergeant Demeter Arthur, who works at the Dansoman Divisional CID. It is a belated happy birthday wish going out to Policewoman Sergeant Bridget Na Ayele Johnson. You are with the Nungwa Divisional Headquarters, and then her birthday message to you is that you experience a birthday as enjoyable as your smile. So belated happy birthday going out to Policewoman Sergeant Bridget Na Ayele Johnson, stationed at the Nungwa Divisional Headquarters. Do have a wonderful birthday as you celebrate your week. You look gorgeous, and so it's your birthday. Do have fun. All right. Happy birthday going out to AICO1 Richard Bayfi, Ghana Immigration Service. I believe this one is AIA. That is Accra International Airport. I believe so. Okay. This message is coming from your brothers Randy, Silas, Natibongu, and then Kiki Bonsu. Their message is that keep winning, celebrate big. It's your day, bro. Happy birthday to AICO1 Richard Bayfi, Ghana Immigration Service, Accra International Airport. Do have an amazing day, sir. It is your birthday. Chill out and have fun. This happens once in a lifetime, Another belated happy birthday going out to General Corporal Osei Tutu. Yes, so OT Music, FPU Headquarters. This one is coming from your family, friends, and colleagues. And their message is that may God continue to guide your steps, bless your efforts, and grant you peace and joy in all you do. Your best days are still ahead. Belated happy birthday to you, General Corporal Osei Tutu, OT Music, Formed Police Unit Headquarters here in Accra. Do have a fabulous day as you celebrate your birthday this week. All right. Another happy birthday going out to General Lance Corporal Nanayao Ajenim Boatin. You are the bodyguard to Deputy Commissioner of Police, Dr. Phyllis Osei. She's the 2IC Regional Commander, Eastern South Region. Yes, so our very own mother, Nana Hima. Yes, so this one is a happy birthday going out to your bodyguard, General Lance Corporal Nanayao Ajenim Boatin. The message is coming from the Eastern South Regional Commander, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Charles Kofi Edu, and then his deputy as well, DCOP, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Dr. Phyllis Osei. Their message is that we wish you a blessed birthday as you turn a year older. May God Almighty bless you with long life, good health, and all your heart desires. Cheers to greatness. So happy birthday to you, General Lance Corporal Nana Yao Ajenim Boatin, your bodyguard to the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Dr. Phyllis Osei. And you guys, this guy is blessed, since you are a bodyguard to the Deputy Regional Commander, you'll be sorted out. So please remind us with the party and the celebration
and all of that. There for the
send
party,
us location. We are movable, and then we are mobile to every district and location. Once you receive the invitation, we then celebrate. So, bro, do have a fantastic day.
Right.
Salutation.
Still in the birthday mood, still celebrating with colleagues, friends, families, and loved ones. This is a happy birthday going to PW Constable Linda Ama Nt. You are with Mampong in Suta. And this is coming from Bafwo Jima, family, friends, and colleagues. Your message to you there is, may God continue to guide your steps, bless your efforts, and grant you peace and joy in all you do. Your best days are still ahead. So a happy birthday going to you, Linda Ama Nt. And this is from your family, friends, and loved ones out there. Enjoy your day, sweethearts. Chill out. Make merry. It is your day. Stay safe as you do that as well.
So this was coming from a mate of mine at the secondary school level, was 82 in Kumasi, but it's currently based in the UK. Yeah, so this one is a wish to his personal person, the policewoman.
Right. But they should have informed me earlier.
Yeah, but then while he's away in the UK, I believe he's going to sort us out for us to celebrate jointly, collectively.
We're still in the birthday mood, and this is a happy birthday going to Constable Avenu Benedict. You are with National Patrol Department, and this is coming from PW Inspector Nkrampa Olivia Ekuya, and her message to you is, God bless you abundantly. So, Constable Benedict, it is your day. Enjoy yourself, have fun. We wish you Godspeed in all you do, and continue to stay safe as you work for Mother Ghana. Happy birthday to you, dear. Still celebrating birthdays of family, loved ones, colleagues, and friends. And it's a happy birthday going to Constable Prince Reko, also known as Pablo. You are with Sogakope FPU base, and this is coming from Inspector Olivia Nkrampa. Her message to you is, may the good Lord bless you. So Pablo, stay safe, enjoy your day, have fun, but also make sure that you are always, watching your back and doing what is right. Happy birthday to you, General Constable Prince Reko. Still celebrating family, friends, loved ones. A happy birthday going to PW Constable Stephanie Donko. You are with Visibility NPD. And this is coming from Sergeant Benedict Abrago and all your friends. Their message to you is, have a blessed and glorious birthday. May God grant your heart desires, give you good health and long life. PW Constable Stephanie Donko, enjoy your day. We wish you Godspeed. Stay safe. Have fun. And may the good Lord continue to bless you in all you do.
Yeah, so she's also a friend to us here at the Public Affairs.
Yeah, right.
She frequently visits us. So happy birthday going
Happy birthday going to you, Stephanie. Yeah. Stay safe. Still enjoying friends, families, sharing their birthdays with them. We're still enjoying friends, families, sharing their birthdays with them. And this is going to Constable Mensa Mary Kia. You are with Konongo FPU in the Ashanti region. And this is coming from your sister, Sergeant Felicity Annan, your daughter, Priscilla Etonam Asamoah, and the entire family. Their message to you is, you deserve all the love and celebration. May the good Lord continue to bless you and keep you safe. Happy birthday to you, Mary Ekuya Mensa. We wish you Godspeed in all your endeavors. Stay safe, dear. Right, so this will be the projection.
So I think this is all we have with our projection for today's birthday celebrants. But then we've said that there is a number on your screens. If you're a police officer, you have any loved one that you'd want to, share in their excitement by way of celebrating with them on their birthdays, please send us your picture, your message at least a day before the D-Day, and we'll do well and celebrate or share in your excitement. But then we still have some wishes coming through on our WhatsApp number. We also seize this opportunity and then also celebrate with this fantastic or incredible folks live on air as they are celebrating their birthday today in the month of June. This one is a happy birthday going out to Philip Nana K. Kwachi Jr. You are 2 years old today. And so it's a wish coming from your father, Lance Corporal Kwachi Philip of Accra Central MTTD, and then your mother, Policewoman Lance Corporal Yebua Faustina of Sunyani District Headquarters, Bono Region. Their message is that they love you. They are praying for God's blessings upon your life. May you grow to become a superstar. So happy birthday going out to you, Philip Nana K. Kwachi Jr. You are 2 years old today. This one is coming from your father, Lance Corporal Philip Kwachi of Accra Central MTTD, and then your mother, Lance Corporal, Policewoman Lance Corporal Faustina Yeboah. She is in Sunyani in the Bono region as well. All right, so another happy birthday going out to Claudia Inti Sewa of Inzima Baptist Hospital at Mvulenu. A happy birthday to you. This one is coming from your sister, Policewoman Sergeant Juliet Inti. She is with the Formed Police Unit Clinic at the National Police Training School, Tesano. So this one is a birthday going out to you, Claudia Inti Sewa. You work at the Inzima Baptist Hospital at Mvulenu. Yes, I believe I had that pronunciation right. So we are wishing you massive elevation in all you do, and may you get your heart desires coming into fruition or being accomplished. So happy birthday going out to you, Claudia, from your sister, Policewoman Sergeant Juliet in TFPU Clinic. Another happy birthday going out to Abena Sichibia Apenting. This one is from the Oraimo family, you know, from General. This one is a wish from General of Oraimo Company, and then the message is that God bless you from your own General. So that is a happy birthday wish going out to Abena or Abene. I think the name is Abena Sechibia Apenting. God bless you from your General of Oraimo Company as well. Right. All right. So another happy birthday wish again coming in. This one is from Obiya. Yes, I think this one is also correct. This one is from Gloria Ofori to Obiya Kujo. That's your daughter. Happy birthday to my precious Obiya. May your life always be filled with happiness, favor, and beautiful memories. Keep smiling and shining, my dear. I love you always. This one is coming from your mother, Gloria Ofori, to her daughter, Obiya Kujo. So, Obiya, do have a fantastic day as you celebrate your birthday. Big shout outs going out to Detective Sergeant Isaac Butchie of Adenta Dovsu. You are also a staunch viewer of GH Police Television, always watching the Safe Start Show live on this platform. We pray for God's speed in your policing career. So we've seen you, we love you. Detective Sergeant Isaac Butchie, you are with Adenta Dovsu. All right, so Sergeant Tess, do you also have some messages or birthday wishes from your end?
No, not a birthday wish, but I want to a shout out.
Okay.
So a big shout out going out to Anita Asamoah Frimpong. Anita Asamoah Frimpong, you are the wife to Sergeant Eugene Ofeansa. You are doing the watching. You're watching us live here in Accra. Thank you so much, dear. We appreciate you. An added viewer. Thank you so much, Anita Asamoah Frimpong. Big shout outs to you, dear. Stay safe and then take care of yourselves. Yes, Sergeant Boite.
Okay. So tomorrow, we've said that on this platform, we always fulfill our biblical obligation where we make merry with individuals who are in joyous mood and also mourn or commiserate with people who are bereaved. This young lady in our office who works as a national service personnel has lost her dad. And so tomorrow, 13 June, it is a passionate call in solidarity. Members or officials who work at the Public Affairs Directorate, we are making our way to commiserate, support our sister, our little sister, Tricia, to lay her father to rest tomorrow. And so sympathies to Tricia Butchie and your entire family. You are burying your dad tomorrow at La Paz, and we are promising that we are going to be there in full regalia to support you, to lay your dad to rest peacefully. We know it's not easy. We only pray for you to be comforted in this distressing moment in your life. You know, for you to lose a dad at that particular age is not easy. But then we know that God is going to comfort you. And so to your bereaved family, we pray that may you receive consolation from our Maker. But tomorrow we'll be there as humans to throw our weight behind you as you perform the final burial rites to your dad as well. Away from that, you know, since we've hosted the pediatrician from the police hospital, I've said on countless occasions that we've had medical experts, people who work at the facility, police hospitals, supporting us in diverse ways. And so I want to seize this opportunity and then send some big shout outs to some endearing, wonderful personalities who work at the police hospital. From the typing pool, psychiatry units, ENT, and IT, emergency and accident center, and then other departments. So let me start off from the typing pool. So big shout outs going out to Policewoman Chief Inspector Dora, Chief Inspector Madam Belinda Asari, and then Policewoman Inspector Asana Bedi. You guys work at the typing pool at the police hospital. Big shout outs going out to you. We love you for the support. Big shout outs again going out to Constance Asantua, Public Affairs Unit, and then Policewoman Corporal Millicent Anno of the same office, Public Affairs Unit. Policewoman Inspector Jennifer Edubuahin, popularly called JLo, at the Psychiatry Unit. Policewoman Corporal Lorinda Apiadankwa with the ENT. And then DSP Madam Theodora Intiwa, Head of Physiotherapy Unit, Police Hospital. ASP Mr. Nefi, also a physiotherapist at the same facility. ASP Madam Sefa, Accident and Emergency Center at the Police Hospital. We are grateful for your support. Always tune in, watching us live on the Safe Start Show. And then big shout outs going out to the Medical Director, Commissioner of Police, Dr. Samuel Otu Nyakung, and then every Tom, Dick and Harry who works at the Police Hospital. Big shout outs to you. We are grateful for the work done so far for saving lives and other things. All right, Sergeant Tess.
Yes.
You have some final words to some other persons watching us?
I have. Let me do just one birthday wish. And then, so there's a happy birthday coming from Inspector Mercy Kisi, going to Ran Winviel Kofi Mayeb. So it is your birthday. We wish you long life, good health, and may the good Lord continue to bless you. Kofi Mayeb, Rian, happy birthday to you, young chap. Stay safe, and may the good Lord continue to bless you. Right,
okay.
So that
is a happy birthday wish going out to the late ASP Mayeb, whom will be having his Thanksgiving service on Sunday at the St. George's Catholic Church at the National Police Training School. So it is, once again, let me emphasize, a happy birthday going out to Ryan Mwenville Kofi Mayeb. This one is coming from Detective Inspector Sylvester Mayeb and the rest of the family. Wishing him long life and with good health. All right, so this one is coming from the father. All right, this one is also a wish we've received from our very own policewoman, Chief Inspector Mercy Kisi, here at the Public Affairs. All right, so devoid of any other further greetings or shout outs going out to anyone, I think this is the time for us to draw today's curtains on the edition of the Safe Start Show. A big gratitude to every viewer, cherished viewers, who watched us from far and near on today's discussion. I believe we've learned a lot, particularly when we hosted the pediatrician from the Ghana Police Hospital when we discussed causes and prevention of jaundice, neonatal jaundice to be precise. Right. So until that, we'll be coming your way again on Monday as we bring you the mighty Magical Monday edition of the Safe Start Show on the same platform. But then let me send this big gratitude to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tetehonu, and his sedulous members of the Police Management Board. Again, a whooping gratitude going out to the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Director General, Public Affairs Directorates, DCOP, Madam Grace Ansa Akrofi, DSP, Mr. Richmond, Mensa Staff Officer, and then ASP, Mrs. Angela Kumi, in charge social media. Every individual who works at the Public Affairs Directorates, production headed by Chief Inspector Isaac Chum Odro, and then every Tom, Dick, and Harry. We are grateful for the support, collaboration so far. Until we come your way some other time, Monday, with the same edition of this particular show. Keep enjoying the rest of our programs. Once again, I'm Sergeant Yao Boaiti Boat, and I was supported by my colleague, Policewoman
Sergeant Teresa Ado.
It is goodbye for now.